Have you ever wondered why some people seem to suffer more yet end up winning in life? This paradox might seem baffling at first, but once you delve deeper, it begins to make sense. You see, suffering isn't an impediment to success. Quite the contrary. It's the very fuel that powers the engine of triumph. It's the chisel that sculpts resilience out of the stone of adversity, the hammer that forges determination in the furnace of hardship. To understand this paradox, we need to reframe our perspective of suffering. It's not a curse, but a challenge. Not a setback, but a setup. Not a stumbling block, but a stepping stone. Suffering is the crucible in which character is refined, the battleground on which courage is tested, the classroom in which wisdom is learned. Now let's talk about resilience and determination. These two key factors in overcoming difficulties. Resilience is the ability to bounce back, to rise every time we fall. It's the quality that allows us to take our lumps, dust ourselves off, and keep moving forward. Determination, on the other hand, is the unwavering commitment to our goals, the relentless pursuit of our dreams, the steadfast refusal to let obstacles deter us. Together, resilience and determination form a potent combination, a 1-2 punch that can knock out even the toughest adversities. They equip us to weather the storms of life, to navigate the rough seas of challenges, to climb the steep mountains of obstacles. They transform suffering into a stepping stone to success, a springboard to victory. So, if you find yourself in the throes of suffering, remember this. It's not the end of the road, but the beginning of a journey. A journey that can lead to the pinnacle of success, the zenith of achievement, the summit of victory. And so we begin to see the truth in this paradox. It seems counterintuitive, but suffering can be the catalyst to your success. You've probably heard the saying, no pain, no gain. But how true is it? Let's take a moment to really think about this. When we look at nature, we see that growth and development often come from struggle. Consider the process of a caterpillar transforming into a butterfly. It's not an easy journey. The caterpillar has to endure a period of intense struggle inside the cocoon before it emerges as a beautiful butterfly. Similar to this, our own personal growth and development often come through periods of struggle. Embracing struggle doesn't mean we seek out suffering or hardship. Rather, it's about recognizing that difficulties are an inevitable part of life. They are not obstacles to avoid, but opportunities to grow and learn. When we accept this, we can face our struggles head-on, not with fear or dread, but with courage and determination. Remember, struggle is not a sign of failure. It's a sign that you're pushing yourself, that you're stepping outside of your comfort zone. You're challenging yourself to become better, to grow stronger. And while it may not feel like it in the moment, every struggle you face is helping to shape you into the person you're destined to become. So, the next time you face a struggle, don't shy away from it. Embrace it. Welcome it as a chance to grow. Use it as an opportunity to learn something new about yourself. Let it push you to become stronger, more resilient, and know that it's not the struggle itself that defines you, but how you respond to it, how you rise after falling, how you persevere when the going gets tough. That's what truly defines your character. That's what sets you apart. So let's change our perspective on struggle. Let's stop seeing it as something negative and start seeing it as an opportunity. An opportunity to grow, to learn, to become stronger. An opportunity to prove to ourselves that we can overcome anything that life throws our way. Remember, the struggle you're in today is developing the strength you need for tomorrow. So how do we transform our suffering into success? Let's dive into some handy tips that can help us turn adversity into triumph. The first step is to reframe our negative thoughts. It's easy to get caught up in a cycle of negative thinking when we're facing tough times. But remember, it's not the situation that determines our experience, but our perception of it. Instead of viewing a setback as a failure, consider it a learning experience. This shift in perspective can change the course of your journey. Next, let's talk about gratitude. Yes, even in the toughest of times, there's always something to be grateful for. Practicing gratitude doesn't mean ignoring the negatives. It's about acknowledging the good amidst the bad. It's about finding the silver lining in the storm clouds. A simple way to do this is by keeping a gratitude journal. Each day, jot down 3 things you're grateful for. This practice can help shift your focus from what's going wrong to what's going right. The third tip is to seek support when needed. We often see asking for help as a sign of weakness, but it's actually a sign of strength. It takes courage to admit when we're struggling and to reach out for assistance. Whether it's talking to a trusted friend, seeking professional help, or joining a support group, don't be afraid to lean on others when you need to. Lastly, let's not forget the importance of self-care and mental health during difficult times. It's essential to take time to relax, recharge, and rejuvenate. This could mean taking a walk in nature, meditating, or simply enjoying a cup of tea. It's not being selfish, it's about preserving your well-being so you can continue to face challenges head-on. Overcoming suffering is not about ignoring the pain, but learning how to navigate through it. Remember, your suffering is not your downfall. It's the catalyst for your transformation. With these practical tips in hand, you're well on your way to turning your suffering into success. Now that we've learned how to navigate through suffering, what habits can we cultivate to achieve success? The first habit we should consider is setting clear goals. Life is like a journey, and without a destination, we're just aimlessly wandering. So, set a clear goal, a beacon you can always move towards. It's not about reaching it instantly, but rather about having a direction. Next, we need to maintain a positive attitude. Yes, life can be tough, it can knock us down, but it's our attitude that determines whether we stay down or get back up. A positive attitude is like a powerful engine, propelling us forward, helping us overcome obstacles and find solutions where others only see problems. But having a positive attitude and clear goals isn't enough. We must also commit to continuous learning. The world is ever-changing. New ideas and technologies emerge every day, and if we don't adapt, we risk being left behind. So make learning a habit. Read, listen, observe, question, and never stop expanding your horizon. However, none of these habits would bear fruit without discipline. Discipline is like the glue that holds all the other habits together. It's the force that helps us stick to our goals, maintain our attitude, and keep learning, even when we don't feel like it. Discipline is what turns our desires into actions, and our actions into results. Remember, success is not an overnight process. It's a journey that requires consistency, patience, and perseverance. It's about taking one small step after another, day after day, year after year. And yes, there will be failures along the way, but as long as we keep moving forward, we are on the path to success. So cultivate these habits. Set clear goals, maintain a positive attitude, commit to continuous learning, and stay disciplined. And remember, the journey to success is just as important as the destination. Success is the result of perfection, hard work, learning from failure, loyalty, and persistence. So, we've talked about suffering, overcoming it, and the habits for success. But how does this all come together? Well, let's take a step back and think about it. We've established that suffering is a paradox, a contradiction that seems impossible, yet is a reality of life. It's a struggle, a battle we all have to face. It's not pleasant, but it's necessary. It's the crucible where we are tested, and it's through this testing that we develop resilience, fortitude, and a sense of purpose. Then we delved into how we can overcome this suffering. We learned that the key is not to avoid it, but to face it head-on, to embrace it. We talked about the importance of perspective, of seeing suffering not as a burden, but as a challenge that, when overcome, leads to growth and development. And of course, we discussed the habits for success. We stressed the importance of discipline, of consistency, of perseverance. We talked about how success is not achieved overnight, but is a result of small, consistent steps taken every day. It's about the journey, not just the destination. Now, how does all this tie into the journey towards winning? You see, winning is not just about reaching an end goal. It's about the journey, the process. It's about the person you become along the way. It's about overcoming suffering, developing resilience, cultivating success habits, and becoming a better version of yourself. It's a journey. And like any journey, it's filled with ups and downs, with victories and defeats. But remember, every defeat, every setback, every moment of suffering is an opportunity for growth. It's an opportunity to become stronger, to become better. So, embrace your journey, no matter how challenging it may be. Strive for success, but remember that success is not just about winning. It's about the person you become in the process. Your story of suffering is not a story of defeat, but a testament of your strength. Remember, in the end, the prize isn't just about winning, it's about the person you become in the process.